back, Hounds. I'm Maya.
I'm Rick. We're happy you can join us today for our 5th episode of Hounds TV. First, we would like to acknowledge that Athol Murray College of Notre Dame is situated on Treaty 4 territory, and we honor all treaties that were made on these lands.
Our first segment comes from Caitlin for Birthdays of the Week. If you see them around, don't forget to wish them a happy birthday.
My name is Caitlin Nichols.
Mike Mattern.
Alexi Levine.
Justin Vanderploeg.
I'm Mason Miller.
I'm Sarah Miller.
Nevada.
Kenton Dumont.
Sean Lang Gomez.
I'm 18 years old.
49.
16.
17.
15.
17.
16.
17.
The best piece of advice I've ever been given in 18 years is that you only live life once, so take every moment you have and make it count because it's over a lot faster than you'd ever think.
What I miss most about being young? The hair on my head.
My favorite food that I like to eat on my birthday is pizza.
What's on my bucket list? Going skydiving.
What's one thing you want to do on your birthday?
Just spend time with friends. What do you want to do on your birthday?
Go to Disneyland.
If I could do anything on my birthday, I would go skiing.
What excites me about being older is that there are new opportunities for me.
My favorite thing to do is eat with my family.
From Hounds TV, we wish Austin Eugen and Carter Girl a happy birthday.
Thank you, Caitlin, for that. We're in the middle of March, and there are plenty of house points up to be won for March Literacy Month. Be sure to check what activities are going on in the library and if there are any quizzes on the Notre Dame Library Instagram account. Anytime you participate, post your story on Instagram and send Becky a message, and don't forget to include your house. Up next, we have our arts segment with Henry.
Alright, so these pieces are about learning about different aspects of landscape. There are 3 main components: foreground, middle ground, and background. So each of these students have to apply foreground, middle ground, and background to their work. They also need to apply different mark making techniques. So what we did first was we did nature studies and applied different forms of mark making to our little studies, our pieces. So mark making techniques would be things like hatching lines, scribbles, pointillism, cross hatching. We looked at a few others, and they help us to develop value. Value is light to dark, shadows and highlights on our pieces that help create form. So each student was required to pick a landscape that meant something to them, and then apply mark making techniques and foreground, middle ground, background to effectively create their landscape and show their learning. The fine arts and visual art in particular are really important to my own life, but I think important to everyone's lives in different ways. This kind of skill-based work helps to develop critical thinking, problem-solving skills. It helps you look at the world a little bit differently, appreciate the beauty in it, and those are things that can carry over into all kind of aspects of your life. So I think it's really important for every student to at least take one arts-based class and maybe learn some new things.
Thanks, Henry, for that great segment. Just a reminder to all students and staff, if you haven't already done so, send in your nominees for the Father Athol Murray Award. This can be any grade 11 or 12 student. Nominees will be accepted until April 1st, 2023. Up next, we'd like to pass it off to Wilson with his staff interview.
Our third staff interview is with James McGuigan. So James, how did you hear about Notre Dame as a place to work?
Well, one of the things about growing up on the east coast of Canada is that Notre Dame was always kind of mentioned. You know, the likes of Brad Richards, Vinny Lecavalier came here. So as a kid, always heard Notre Dame, and as a teacher, I moved to Alberta. I saw a posting came up on one of the many websites that they use for posting jobs. Notre Dame opportunity came up. I applied for it once, didn't get it my first time around. I applied for it the following year and ended up getting the job the second time. So if you want to call it destiny or fate or whatever, but it took a little while to get here. But I found out the job opportunity online, and then moved into the current role through just being here full time, and then moving into the hockey department full time.
How do you think that the student playing hockey at Notre Dame can not only help his hockey career, but also his life after hockey?
Well, for the hockey side of things, big aspect of it is the fact that you're on the ice 4 or 5 days a week. You're getting a lot of focus development. You're getting a ton of ice time. You know, you're looking at 200 hours of practice time throughout the year with, you know, affiliations and games and things like that. So it's a lot of development time from the hockey side of it. And then just from the overall, you know, being a better human being, being a part of a culture that's going to push you to be a better person, the expectations that are put in place for you as a player and as a student to be a better person than you were when you arrived.
Well, for you personally, what's the best part about working here?
I get to be a positive impact on students every day of the week. I can, you know, teach them how to model their behavior better, you know, make them better hockey players, and overall just be a part of a tradition that's been around for over 100 years and help put my fingerprints on the legacy.
All right, thank you, James.
Thanks, Wilson.
Thank you, Wilson, for that interview. Once again, our students were lucky enough to go see another WHL game. On Wednesday, March 15th, the Regina Pats faced off against Joby Baumler and the Brandon Wheat Kings. For more on the game, we have Corbin at the Brand Center.
Hello, Hounds. I'm here the day after the WHL game that our Notre Dame Hounds were able to witness. It was a 6-3 win for the Pats, and Bedard scored 4 points, 2 goals, 2 assists, and Joby Baumler got his second goal of the season, which puts him at 2 points in 7 games. Here is a interview with Sydney Salamandra that I was able to get after the game.
Okay, I'm here with Sydney Salamandra. How was the game?
It was good.
And what are your thoughts on Joby scoring?
It was really gross, actually. Yeah, proud of him.
Yeah, me too. All right, thanks. Back to the desk.
Thank you, Corbin. And thank you to Tricia for arranging these trips for the students, and Kevin, John, and Ashley for driving us. And we can't wait for the next trip. Up next, we have Sam, who will be talking to Joby for In Between Two Trees.
Hello, Hounds. I'm Sam Bourgeois, and welcome back to Between Two Trees. Today, I'm here with special guest Joby Baumler, who's had an amazing past 3 weeks in his hockey career. Joby, why don't you introduce yourself to the Hounds?
Hi, Hounds. You all know me as Joby, so yeah.
Joby's a 2-year Hound, and Dad works for the school. So does his mom. So, Joby, how did it feel to bring home a silver medal for Team Saskatchewan at Canada Winter Games?
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty great. You know, we wanted to bring home gold, but unfortunately, the double overtime didn't go our way.
It's too bad. In other news for your hockey, recently just got called up by the Brandon Wheat Kings to the Western Hockey League. How's that going, and what's it like? You didn't call up to the big boys.
Well, it's good. I mean, a bunch of older guys, and it's just a fun experience.
That's good. We noticed that you recently scored your first goal against the Edmonton Oil Kings. Why don't you walk us through that?
Well, Richie's the alternate captain, I guess, for the team. He kind of just shot it on net, and it just bounced behind the net, and then I just poked it out front, and then I got it in the slot, and I just shot it on net. And honestly, I didn't think it went in at first, but it went in.
And how's it feel to get that first one?
It felt great to get that away.
That's good. And then in your next game against the Pats, there was quite a few Hounds who actually went to go watch. It was a tough loss, but you got your second career goal. How'd that feel?
It was fun to get in front of all the boys.
That's good. Thanks for joining me today, Joby. We'd like to congratulate you on amazing past few weeks in hockey with Canada Winter Games and getting the call up to the Western Hockey League. And keep having fun and doing your best. Thank you for joining.
Thanks, Sam.
Thanks, Sam, for that great interview for In Between Two Trees. A couple of our very own Hounds are competing in this week's U18 Division III World Championship. Jesse Allen is playing for New Zealand in Group B in Cape Town, South Africa. And Fran is playing in Mexico in Group A in Iceland. We wish both Hounds the best of luck in the tournament. Next, we would pass it on to Lexi and Laura for Hounds on the Street.
I'm Lexi. And I'm Laura. And this is Hounds on the Street.
What word is spelled incorrectly in every dictionary?
Incorrectly.
You got it!
What is always coming but never arrives?
I don't know.
Tomorrow.
What are two things you can never eat for breakfast?
Cabbage rolls and pizza.
Lunch and dinner. What's full of holes but can still hold liquid?
Sponge.
Yeah, you got it.
What has 4 eyes but can't see?
Damn. I don't
Mississippi.
know.
Because there's 4 eyes in it.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, so if you're running a race and you pass the person in second place, what place would you be in?
First.
You'd be in second place. Because you passed. What has a neck but no head?
A bottle.
Yes. Genius. If you were born 10 years ago, how old would you be?
25.
You'd be 10 years old.
Wait!
Yeah.
Oh my god.
If I was born 10 years. Oh my god! No.
Before Mount Everest was discovered, what was the tallest mountain on Earth? I don't know. Mount Everest. Oh! Ready? What has 1 eye but can't see anything at all?
Mike Wazowski. Hurricane.
A needle.
Oh, who would we say that?
What is the coldest country in the world?
Wilcox. Double it and pass it to the next person.
Chile.
Chili.
So what can run but never walk?
Wait, can you say that again?
What can run but never walk?
What can run and never walk? I don't know.
A raindrop.
A raindrop.
So what 2 words when combined hold the most letters?
God. 2 words combined?
Hold the most letters.
That was a hard one. I don't know.
Post office.
Oh God, that's stupid.
Okay, the more you take, the more you leave behind. What am I? This is an easier one.
10 years later.
Everyone's looking at me. The more you take, the more you leave behind.
10 years later.
Is it like years on your life?
Footprints.
Oh my God.
What 2 keys can't open a door?
Your keyboard keys?
A monkey and a donkey.
Oh my.
So what goes up as soon as the rain comes down?
Umbrellas.
What can one catch that is not thrown?
Wait, say the question.
What can one catch that is not thrown? Come on, a fishing rod? A cold.
Thank you, Lexi and Laura, for those riddles. As the hockey season winds down for the Hounds, spring gives them the chance to try new sports. This year, we'll see the return of lacrosse. For more on lacrosse, we'll send it to Connolly with Dion.
The Notre Dame Hounds are known to have many sport teams in the school, and there's one team especially a lot of students wanted, and that's the lacrosse team. You can sign up with Bob Baumiller. I caught up with Brett Pilkington, one of the coaches of the lacrosse team, to ask him about the team.
How does it feel to bring lacrosse back to school? Well, it's going to be interesting, right? We haven't recruited for lacrosse players in a long time, so we're going to use our student population that we have right now that within has some good lacrosse players including that. So we'll see where it goes, but it's going to be exciting once the season melts and we can find a field to use.
Do you know what league you will be playing in?
Well, the majority of the idea this year is for lacrosse development. So what we'll be doing is we'll be running practices twice a week, playing catch and throwing the ball or something. And then we're hoping that we can get some exhibition games, whether it's in Regina or Moose Jaw, just for a little sugar on top. We'll see where it's at, and we'll go from there moving forward.
And then finally, for next year, do you guys know what league you'll be playing in?
As far as that goes, it's kind of out of my hands. And when I told them I would coach and lead the lacrosse initiative, I wasn't too involved in what that would look like going forward. But if I was, I would hope that we could take our students down into the United States and expose them to NCAA and give them opportunity to extend their lacrosse careers after high school.
Awesome, thank you.
Thank you.
I'm Polly, reporting on the lacrosse team being brought back to Notre Dame. Back to my interaction.
Thank you, Connolly, for that interview. With spring also comes badminton, baseball, rugby, ultimate frisbee, and even golf. So instead of grinding out math and science for the rest of the year, we encourage all students to sign up for a sport, whether you're a pro or have never played before. Give it a go.
Some great hockey took place this past week in the CSSHL. The U17 put in a great effort in Penticton, along with the U15 team. As the U15 and the U17 head back to campus, the U18 and U16 make their way over. As the U16 fight for the chance at a championship, we wish both teams the best of luck. For more on the Penticton experience, we will turn it over to Matt and Talon with sports.
The CSSHL Championship is held in Penticton, British Columbia every March. Over 2 weeks, Notre Dame's own U15, U16, U17, and U18 prep teams compete in both the consolation and playoff brackets. The U16 prep team, who finished 4th in their league, are looking to win the championship for the first time in their team's history. Let's go to forward Michael Donovan for a look into playoffs in Penticton.
Hey guys, got up here. Morning guys, what better way to start it off? We get hype in the shower. Let's go.
Hey guys, for breakfast, Bob hooked us up with some breakfast sandwiches. I got some bananas, yogurt, but what I'll really be doing is I'll be cooking up some of the eggs, frying pan, and I might throw in a bowl of Vector. Hey guys, back at it. Look closer. Just ate the breakfast sandwich. I got sausages going, some eggs, some water. Gotta stay hydrated.
Yeah, we're all the way in Penticton. We're gonna go eat lunch at a buffet, Match Buffet.
Yeah.
Let's go. We're on our way to eat right now. Beautiful Penticton. All right, just got done eating. We got a little bit of pasta, chicken, beef, and a couple scalloped potatoes, and that's what Jacob ate. Will had some veggies, and Jacob did not have any veggies, but we're looking good. And Jace McNick, he's probably got 4 goals on him tonight. He's eating solid pasta, chicken, bread, but he's got the root beer. Questionable choice. Now I'm almost done. Well, it's game time. Here we go. Follow me to the bus.
Hey guys, just pre-game or post-game meal. We got and shout out to Joby for getting the second WHL goal. Shout out to him.
Well, I'd say it was a successful day. We're back at it again tomorrow. It's time for bed. 11:30 a.m. tomorrow, big game.
Thank you, Talon and Matt, for that. Up next, we have Bexon with the top 10. Thanks, Bexon, for that.
And thank you for joining us today for this week's episode.
I'm Rex.
And I'm Maya.
And we'll see you next week.